If you're on this web page, you're obviously considering building a new website. Now, the biggest problem people have when they build a website on the wrong platform is they end up with something that gets really clunky over a few years and doesn't have the necessary technology they need to market their products and services so they can grow and scale their business. So you end up with a bad platform that doesn't work on things like smartphones and let you get in front of people at the right time with the right message and make sales. Or worse yet, you end up stuck wondering, well, what platform do I choose? What technology do I need? And what's going to help me build a successful business? And of course, if you're a business owner, you want to focus on things like making sales and getting out there and managing stock. So you don't have time to go out and build a website yourself. And this leaves you stuck, missing out on potential sales because you're not taking any action. You're either stuck on an old platform that's not letting you market and convert all of your traffic into customers, or you don't have a website yet. Instead, you want to build a website with all the technology you need to market. You want to build it on a platform that's not going to become obsolete in a few years and that's regularly updating its technology, and it's not going to charge you a huge amount every time it does this. The cool thing about Shopify is they charge you a monthly hosting fee, and that technology is included in that hosting fee. So rather than having to pay for a new website on a new platform every few years, that cost is offset over a year or however many years. So you're never hit with a huge development bill from Shopify because their platform has changed. And the last part is you want something you can actually use. You don't want to have to pay $300 for a developer every time you want to change something on the navigation. So you need a platform that the back end is really easy for you to navigate and figure out, and has videos and tutorials on how to do anything you could possibly want to do, so that you can spend your budget on things like marketing and not have to pay for small little tweaks that can be done in-house. Having an old, outdated website or building on the wrong platform is kind of like using a typewriter in a day of computers. You can get the job done, but it takes you a lot longer, it's harder to fix mistakes, and involves a lot more of your time. So you need to build a website on a platform that's easy to use, that you can drive traffic and really scale. Let me tell you a story about what happens when you do this wrong. I had a client come to me with a website, and it was built on a platform that belonged to a particular agency. It wasn't anything open source. So every time they wanted to update the technology, they had to pay $12,000 for a new website. It didn't have a blog, it wasn't mobile friendly, and even for me to get in there and make small tweaks when I know how to code was completely impossible. It was just an old and outdated system. And this meant that they were losing all of the potential mobile traffic because the screen was this big and people were looking on this big. So about 75% of their traffic was getting driven away. And they were losing a bunch of traffic that they were paying for, so not really getting the most out of their marketing budget. And it's one change like that, actually getting in front of the right people on the right device with the right message, that's going to help them scale and grow their business. Worse yet, every time they wanted to make a change, they had to pay between $200 and $300 an hour to get small tweaks made. Let's fast forward to now, when I've waved a magic wand over their website and we've built a Shopify site. Now their website's smartphone friendly, it's utilising all the latest marketing technologies, and they pay a monthly hosting fee that also goes towards updating the technology on their account. And we know that when Google makes a major change, Shopify is either going to include that in the hosting, or we can use a plugin to get the technology into the website really quickly, so it doesn't take a ton of development hours to keep things working. It has a blog, so she can start to market and pre-sell her customers on more keywords and get traffic from Google. And it let us manage her customizations using things like delivery dates, certain shipping costs, and build in any extra functionality we needed to get customers converting and grow her business. It also let us build a website that loads much faster on mobile devices and lets us convert her mobile traffic, which has grown from around 10% 3 years ago to 75% of the people that are actually looking for her services. So let me ask you this question: what would you like your customers to be doing? Coming to your website, not being able to see things and getting driven away by how slow things load or how they can't look at the things they want? Or sailing through your checkout and making sales? If you're interested in learning more about Shopify or getting a quote on a Shopify e-commerce store, be sure to fill in the form on this page and we'll send you some information and get things started. This is Lucy from E-Commerce Marketing. Thanks for your time. See you on the other side.